all the staff for conducting these beautiful sessions. Alhamdulillah wa syukurillah la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. I should say that because otherwise I'm gonna get really if I say it. All right. So alhamdulillah we have five attendants here, and today we will discover and explore things that it's very important in the research and very interesting because these tools, NotebookLM, is not only helping me for research, but helping me for the day-to-day in my life, including the medical checkup and so far and so forth. But we will focus on the research first. Now, anyone of you that never tried NotebookLM? Raise your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Got a lot. Okay. But you have Google.com, right? Okay, so by today we will do a hands-on practice using NotebookLM directly. And this is what we will discover, what we will explore today. We will try to upload and read papers, extract summaries. We will create infographics by today within these 2 hours. Okay, and also we will create a new ideas. To make it more interesting, I will add the tangible results of this workshop. There are 4 things. Number 1, each of you will gather the research papers by today. Even though you already have the PDF or you don't have the PDF, so I will share how to extract the paper from the NotebookLM because this tool is very powerful and free. And because at the time I was working in the IIUM AI Center, it's just established, and they say they want to distribute the location of student example. I don't know when. They just have this kind of conversation, just small discussion. So hopefully, but the free tools is powerful for this. We will create a data table. Okay. We will create a study guide. So let's say we get papers and we don't know what is inside. So we don't understand the paper, especially there's a lot of jargon there. So we will get there and data table about the paper classification. So hopefully within these hours, we can create all these 4 things. Okay. If you think, oh, it's a lot of things to do, like maybe we can finish it in 2 hours, in 5 hours, or even in a week, creating infographic is difficult. No, it's very easy with AI, and we will explore by today. So this is some of my experience in AI as AI speakers, facilitators, and even the trainers at the time. All right. And this is the certification that I took. Like I'm certified by Google for Education and Digital Practice, which is so that's a bit about me. And this is the first thing when I'm giving any talk in any industries for research for professionals, I will always repeat this. Don't only think about what AI can do, think about how AI can help you. It seems similar, it seems like redundant, but actually it's very different. If we think that, let's say we have NotebookLM and we ask, what the features of NotebookLM? So we will think like, we will focus on the features, but we forget our goal. So that's why it is very important when we focus on the first one, the second one, sorry, we think about how AI can help you. We suppose our goal. Let's say for today, we decide our first goal, like we will create an infographic. We will learn how to read a research paper using NotebookLM. We will create a data table. So we have to go first. And then later we figure out how NotebookLM can help us. It's not only for NotebookLM, but all generative AI like ChatGPT, Gemini. When we use it, we need to be able to initiate what is the goal first in detail. If not, we will just focus on exploring without achieving our goal ever. Okay, so I will make this session is interactive. So let's say you have any questions or you have any concern, just raise your hand. So I will be happy to come to you. It's like, oh, many participants. So thank you very much for attending this session. I didn't expect there's a lot of people here. So alhamdulillah, thank you very much. Now, yeah, let's get started. Okay, first of all, ethics in AI, of course, it is inevitable. I will go to introduction for a short time, like we have 2 hours. Maybe I will go from 15 minutes for introduction, and then directly we go to the hands-on practice. So ethics actually is very, very important because when we talk about AI in academics, of course, ethics will be there. But I will emphasize this 4 point. Number one is always read and verify because sometimes when there is a result from AI and we don't read and we don't verify, sometimes, not sometimes, most of the time it can mislead us. Okay. And the second one, this is the important things. Your idea is a priority. Like many person come to me, students and my friends come to me like, hey Kal, why my ChatGPT is not good? Why your ChatGPT is good? I already subscribed for $20 and you too, but why the result is different? Because you only ask in the surface level. You don't give you don't give your idea. Let's say for the example, we want to look for the research title. Okay, my friend only like please find 5 research title about education management. But I prefer to write please find a 5 research title related to education management. My experience in education is blah 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 blah. I want to write about this. The method I prefer is like this. My supervisor is like this, or my editor is like this. So I throw everything what I have in my hand in order to get the result that I want. This is what I mean by your idea is a priority. We put our idea, we put our context. Let's say if you have the name or positions or location, just feel free to add there. If you think it's not a confidential, but if you think it is confidential, just don't put there because some of us think this information is confidential, but it's not for others. And then, yeah, confidential information, of course, it's very clear. Like just this week, there are 2 big updates of AI. Number one, OpenAI just launched OpenAI Prism. Anyone of you here using LaTeX? No one using LaTeX. Usually it's used for engineering or ICT. They use LaTeX, and this AI, OpenAI Prism, is free, and they can edit LaTeX directly. It's like ChatGPT but for LaTeX. It's very helpful. But because less of you here, few of you here use LaTeX, so we will not explore it. And then number 2, there is an AI. It's called a cloud bot. It's very interesting. Imagine like you open your computer and you just type, okay, I want every day you sort my email, which one the most important for me, and put it in Google Docs or put it into Microsoft Word. They have access to your computer. It's like you have an intern. And yeah, I actually have to use it. Like, and because I create the content in my LinkedIn and my Instagram. So I asked the AI to create the content in my threads, especially. I want they upload every day like 2 or 3 pictures. But the security things is very, very dangerous here. So that's why I don't use it default, but maybe we can explore later. And then the progress, let's say your supervisor will ask or the editor, how do you come up with this idea? You have the documentation, the prompt, and the step by step. Okay. And then this one is the simple idea when you use the AI. We make AI as our research intern. Okay. So we don't think it is as a tool. Yes, it is only a tool. But when we think it's only a tool, it's like we need more optimizations. So we consider it as an intern. Okay, so they can do anything what we ask, and we give the order, the direction. It must be detailed because sometimes imagine we have an intern and intern don't know anything about us, our company, our research, our context. So we give the context to our intern, and then after the result come up, we shape the result, we evaluate, and we are responsible with the results because like we are the PI, principal investigator, or we are the researcher lead, and we ask the intern to do something. Of course, we check. If we don't check, they are responsible, and the burden is on us, right? As a lead here. So just now is just the introduction, I think. Okay, and now we move to the. I'm trying to address the topic title here. Reading research paper using NotebookLM. But now, when I'm creating this slide, I'm thinking like, what for it's really? Why do we need to read a research paper? So I'm trying to contemplate and come up to ideas. Based on my experience, I did a research paper on two things. Number one is to immersion. Number two is to direct result. So immersion is like you enjoy reading. You read from every word by word and until the end you read everything. Okay, that's immersion. Like you read a novel, but it is a journal article. Okay, it's not easy, but you enjoy. It's immersion. But like 70%, I read the research paper is direct result. I want a direct result. I want to find something here. I want to get the finding, the method, or anything that I can add to my research paper here. So there are two ways. Okay. So we need to set the intention at the first time. We want to read it to immerse in the paper for a leisure time, maybe, or just want to enjoy, or you want to get the direct result, right? And next, this is the one of the way when we try to understand the research paper. We don't like invent the wheel and we stand on the shoulder of the giants. When you open the Google Scholar, there is a sentence right standing on the shoulder of the giants. It means that we do a new research and don't invent the wheel and don't do things the same, don't do the same things again. And identify the research gap here, okay, what has not been studied, but it's quite tricky because we cannot say this study never been studied before because sometimes we miss something, right? Even though sometimes we are really, really sure that this research, oh, no one do this. But have you ever checked the different language? Have you ever checked with the Chinese language, Mandarin language, Tamil language? Sometimes they do the research, but they don't do it in English. And we just say, this research never been done. So I never say indeed, I never say never. I always put room of improvement like few or little or underexplored. It's safe to me because my supervisor is very strict with it. And then yeah, all of you begin this unstudy or the limitations. All right. And we learn also, okay? Like you want to see the method, the data, the analysis they have, the instrument. So we want to see is it a pass? If for me, when I want to look for the method, the research I do it all. And I try to identify the design first, whether it is quality or quantity, or whether it is what we say, who is the sample and the sampling method. Because sometimes the research they just need it. And I find some research they don't have it, which sometimes I quite confused when I did like how they can come up with this finding. There's no clear method here. So at the end, I don't use that. I don't use that paper. Okay. So yeah. And next, we want to examine the evidence and results. Because sometimes when we read the journal article, some of the findings is not supported by the data. So we need to be able to differentiate whether this finding is claim or data with claim. Okay? We need to be able to read in thoroughly, like in very meticulously reading that. But the issue is we don't have much time and we need to read a lot of paper, especially if you're doing PhD like me. Okay, but this AI, NotebookLM is take a lot of time. Okay. All right. And next to evaluate the argument, because sometimes for me personally, I don't like when I read a paper, even sometimes my own writing, when we in one paragraph we read something and we think, oh, it's good. And another paragraph, it has no connection with previous paragraph. So it's like, why this is directly moving to this stage? Why what is the connection? I don't find any logical thing here. Sometimes I feel like I ask like AI, usually I ask Gemini, like I put the first paragraph and second paragraph and I type there like I don't find any logical connection here. Please explain about this. Or maybe I use the phrase ELI5, ELI5. It means explain like I'm 5 years old. So it will be very easy. So that's why I can explain quantum physics in very easy way because even though I'm not coming from the STEM background, I'm from human science, just communications. But that prompt is very helpful. Early 5, explain like I'm 5 years old. Okay. A lot of things about counting, but we don't explore about clock today. Later maybe we can have a separate discussion about that, right? And also to extract theories and concept. Anyone here that doing the quantitative, quantity, maybe when you raise your hand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, quantitative. Oh, okay, qualitative. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, most of them qualitative. Okay, nice. So it means if you do qualitative, it's tricky. Okay, because sometimes when you do qualitative, you don't know the real variable, the real like the connection. It's very, it's not as rigid as quality. Because I'm doing quali for my PhD and master, I'm doing quali also, but my assignment I'm doing quality. And some of them mixed method for assignment, but for PhD now it's quality. Hopefully my supervisor don't change to mixed method. I don't see my supervisor here. Okay, so it's safe for me to say, right? Because mixed method is challenging, right? So this one, right? We get the theories, and from the theories, of course, there is a concept that's mentioned there. Okay, we want to know from that paper. Okay, now enough for introductions. Oh, it's only 10 minutes because I want to put more time to hands-on practice here. Okay, what is NotebookLM? Imagine you can talk with your PDF. Okay, just imagine like you have 50, because in the free version you can upload up to 50 documents, up to 50 PDF, and you can talk with them. And you can choose which one that you will have conversation with the PDF. Okay, so let's say you have 50, but I don't want to talk to all 50. I just want to talk with the 2 only because it is my foundation documents. So you just tick, and you start have conversations there. That's the simple thing about Notebook LM, which we will explore after this. And then it's a mirror that reasons. It doesn't know everything. It knows exactly what you give it. It is different than ChatGPT or Gemini. If you think that Notebook LM is like ChatGPT, no, it's different. Because ChatGPT, they can get the data from the internet, from anything, and sometimes it hallucinates a lot. But NotebookLM, it's less hallucination. And the data is safe because it is mentioned in the Google privacy policy that Google, they will not train data from NotebookLM, but they will train our data in Gemini. So I can say NotebookLM is safer than Gemini. Okay. So let's put the context into research paper here. Let's say we have our writing, maybe PhD draft, and also the research article, or maybe we just jot down any idea we have in our mind. We upload to into NotebookLM and we can try to find the connection there. Okay, so maybe currently if you haven't tried it, it's still abstract, it's still how it can be even better, we will try. And then your idea done, and it is a fuel of NotebookLM. So when you have idea, just jot down, just write. Prepare one document in Microsoft Word or Google Docs, just write anything. Because NotebookLM can connect the ideas. And it's also not only for Microsoft Word or PDF, but it can access the interview, the voice, the audio, and the YouTube link. So it can connect with all of them. Even I try to help some of lecturers to transcribe and also to make a thematic analysis as a draft for the initial draft. What Galan is very helpful. I can finish less than 3 days. Okay, with that things. But of course, it's just a draft. Okay, and the future refination is on our judgment and our expertise. But it's very helpful, right? So yeah, I will suggest you to have the half-written ideas or lecture notes or thesis draft or anything that you think it is important, you have in one folder or in one Google Drive because it's on the Google PLN. Okay, like this, chat with sources like they are alive. Okay, what does this author actually argue? Sometimes we read about the things that are outside of our expertise and we don't know what does it mean? Why they always repeat this sentence? I don't understand. NotebookLM can answer. Okay? And then you can compare the theories. And you can find the paper that disagree with you. And yeah, the prompt is in your mind. Okay? NotebookLM will help you with this. And I will emphasize this that it is a dialogue and not a passive reading. Because if we read, sometimes our intention just want to enjoy, want to read, but if you use NotebookLM, you must have a goal when you use it. You want to create a summary. You want to create a classification. You want to create a infographic. All of them you have you make. Otherwise, it's just a waste of time. Like you do, it's very nice, but at the end of the day, it's not shape. And because it's very, very interesting. You want to challenge conclusions, or you want to extract the quotes, or you want to build arguments. And yeah, the important thing here is we read with intention. We move to the first point there. And yeah, maybe you want to create something new, the report, okay? You want to have a new study, you want to conduct a new study, and you ask them to get out how to continue the study, you can do it. Or maybe you want to summarize, you want to create a story, it is very, very helpful. Okay, so I think that you have a general understanding about what NotebookLM is. So I hope that all of them is clear. Okay, so it is just the similar point like that. You can structure the insight, connect the concept. Even the concept that is not connected at all, NotebookLM can create so-called connection. Why I say so-called connection? Because the one that will verify whether it is connected or not is us. We that will decide. It's not an AI. So I just say so-called is not really connection, because if we verify, oh, it is connected, it's good idea. So it's connection. Okay. So yes, I think it's quite interesting also. It's private thinking room, and it's same as before. Our data will create an insight. Like it's another analogy. This one I just explained on NotebookLM with many analogy, right? We put our ideas and it will create you something interesting. Okay. This just now that I have explained to you, NotebookLM is not like ChatGPT and it's not like Google Docs. NotebookLM is deep analysis. The system is closed, so it means it doesn't connect with the internet. But if you click several button there, they can extract the paper, which we will try after this. OpenAI or ChatGPT, general knowledge, Google Docs, collaborations, right? Now, the first task that they want to do, right? Coming to the hands-on practice. Now please open your NotebookLM. So I will show you how to open it, right? Okay. You can Google just this NotebookLM, all right? I hope that you can see the slide. And you can click the first one, okay? And try NotebookLM. Oh, my email is still here. It's a year ago. See, okay. So I click, you can put your email and password there. And I don't remember my password there. Okay, so you have time to log in first. Weird. Okay, so you please log in first. So I'm trying to log in. Okay, I need to check first my password. Okay. All right. Okay, I have a lot of things. Even I put all of my book in NotebookLM because my version is pro versions. The difference is I can upload up to 300 sources. per notebook here. But if you use the free version, it is maximum 50, but 50 is enough also for me. Okay, now what we will do is we create new notebook. Okay, and we try to extract the research paper here. Okay, any one of you that cannot log in? All of you log in already, right? Okay, ensure that you're already in this interface. You're here already? Yeah. All right. So ensure that you are in this interface, all of you. Anyone that will difficulty here or any challenges that side, all we care. Okay, this one. Okay, good. So we will extract the paper. We will get the research paper online. So there are two things here. Oh, not two things, many things. Okay. Uh, you can use fast research and deep research. Deep research, it means the AI will give you more resources here. But in this session, I will suggest you to use fast research because we only have 2 hours, not 2 weeks. Okay, if 2 weeks, we can use deep research because deep research is like it can be an hour or maybe 30 minutes just to find a paper. And this, the good thing is if you store your PDF in your Google Drive, NotebookLM can retrieve it and make it as a source. Okay, so I just web. Maybe if you don't have your PDF in the Google Drive, and you can put the website also, Drive and anything, but just focus here. And now, let's write the keyword here. Let's say the keyword of your research paper that you want to write, whether you want to do for your PhD, master, or research grants, or you want to publish something, just type the keyword here. Let's say for me, find research article in PDF about about communications, AI, and Islam. Just like that. Okay, just simple prompt and then enter. So NotebookLM will try to find the result. I will give you the disclaimer that not all of research, not all of the paper here is composed or credible. So you need to check again because AI, right? Oh, it takes my writing. This is my manuscript. Okay, so you can see here. Okay, you can click view and which one that you want to take. Okay. Oh, I think all of them were deleted. They give me 10 sources. But if you use deep research, they can give up to 30, up to 20. It depends. Okay. So I think I want to take all of them and I just import. And NotebookLM will make it as my sources here. All right. And don't forget to change the name. Maybe just up to you. Or maybe PhD publications. Maybe you want to write for publication, you want to write for research grant, this is the name of the file, right? Okay. Until this stage, any challenges? Any questions on that side? Okay, clear. So in this stage, we already get the sources. Simple, right? Okay, good. Yes, correct. Okay, thank you. So there's a tick, right? There's the one that I tick and I don't tick. So if you think the sources is not reliable, just untick. Okay, you can sort it. right? You can classify. So let's say if you want to check, you just click and it's open for you there, okay? I think on BLM they have a different interface. They just change the interface, but there's no issue. Right? So we have, so if you find like this, it means NotebookLM can make it as a source. I don't know, it's just like technical issue. Usually I just remove all failed sources. That's number one, if you want to gather the data online. But I prefer that we can add our own sources like this, uploaded files. We can upload all of our PDF here, okay? Or maybe you have file in your Google Drive, okay? You have file in your Google Drive, you can upload there also, right? So now, if you, with your laptop or with your computer, and you have PDF, feel free to add more data here, okay? You can drop your files. You just drag and drop here, or you can just upload the files here. Right. Okay. Any challenges until this step? Okay, good. I'm good there. This one from this is forgotten. Okay, any question here? All clear? Maybe online. I also remember that there's an online participant. Okay. Online. So far, any question online? Okay. So okay. Good. So I hope that is not an issue for you. So we can proceed now. Because when you have upload the file and the PDF here, all the informations will just revolve around this PDF. Okay. So we start to move the in chat here. Right. So in chat here, we will have a conversations with our source. If directly they summarize my PDF. It's only little, it's only like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just get 5. Okay, maybe if you get more, maximum 50 for the professions, I believe that it will give you a larger context here, right? So it's interesting, and even they highlight the principle, AI and platform algorithm, intersection of Islam and technology. Oh, I like it. It's related with my research also, because my research is focused on AI and Islam, basically. All right. Now let's move. Now, I believe that all of you are done with your first task. Great. You can upload papers and gather the data. Okay, good. Next, what we're gonna do here is to start having conversations with the AI, with the NotebookLM, based on the PDF that we have uploaded before. Okay, so we can start with the simple prompt. Maybe I'll give you the example, right? Just simple prompt. What is the research objective? Okay, just ask this first. Okay, and you can find the answer. I will try on my own also. Okay, I'm trying on my notebook LM here. Just very simple. So it means we ask to the PDF that we have uploaded into NotebookLM with these questions. And let's see how NotebookLM will answer the questions. All right. See, developing ethical AI framework, purpose framework, okay, it's quite good answer. And let's say we don't want to ask about research objective for all paper. You can just untick all and you just tick one. Maybe I want to ask about this one from human scholars to AI fatwa. Oh, AI for fatwa. Interesting. So I just tick this. I just tick one paper that I want to ask, and I move to the chat, and I will ask the same thing. What is the research objective? Let's see how the answer will be different. Okay, because just now I take all document, and this one I take just one document. This is for research is very useful if you use it for review papers. So you directly know the content, right? But of course you need to read it again. Okay, see the answer is quite different. You see the first one, it's many answer here, but the second one is quite focused on one paper that I take. Now, sometimes we have a question like, is this accurate? Is this answer represent the PDF that I upload? Does it hallucinate? We can check. You see the answer here, right? There's an answer, and there is a number. Number here, it means this is the citation. This is the words that NotebookLM cite based on our PDF. Let's say this one. The first objective is to examine the communicative role of AI in the domain of Islamic jurisprudence fiqh. So I just click this and AI highlight. Oh, so this is the real document. This is the favorite theme, the word by word, the document right. And just now, in NotebookLM, explain that the goal is to find the communicative role of AI. Oh, same. The copy paste, I think, to examine the communicative role of AI within the domain of Islamic jurisprudence. Same. So if you copy paste this, of course, it will be plagiarized. So it's good for us to brainstorm to get the idea, right? That's how it works. Okay. This is the source, chat, and studio. But I think some of you have different interface. Any one of you that have different interface here? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. I will come to you because they just can't say interface, but not for all anymore. Right. Okay. Okay. Good. Oh, some of you have different interface, but no issues. Okay, as long as you can work with it. So, any challenges here? Okay, no, all good from this side. Okay, brother, good. I will come there. Yeah, I thought that most of you have different interface, but to be honest, I prefer your interface, not this interface. I don't know what happened to my email. Thank you. What? Okay. You are in Arabic. Okay. Okay, some of you in Arabic and some of you I see in Malay also, no worries. Okay. Setting. Okay, I will show you after this, okay? It's another level. Okay. So it's great that you already can upload your PDF. Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, that's why I said this to upload our own PDF. Yeah, not there from the lab. Okay, I get some good questions here. I will share to you, no worries. I'm not a singing person. Okay, so just now there's a question that is this sources uh open sources or predatory or good sources? I will say you must check. Okay, because it's AI. That's why I will encourage you to upload your own PDF because your own PDF is already you already verify it, right? So yeah, that's my answer. And interesting things that I saw some of you in Arabic. So let's change the language. Okay. Now we will change the language. Actually, I don't know why my interface is like this. Usually it's not like this very but no worries. So if you want to change the language, you just go to setting and output language. Setting is this one, the cock one, and output language. See, you can put many languages here. Let's say I want to be in Indonesia or maybe Malay. I don't know. Melayu, right? Save. Okay. And because my previous conversation is in English, um, I just want to refresh this. Okay. Let me check. See, it changed to Malay, right? Just now, if you're writing in Malay, you can change into English. If you are in Arabic, you can change into English. So it works for 50 plus language. And the language, I think it's quite good also. I'm not sure it's academic or not, but I think it's quite academic. Because I never like in Malay, I never like academic papers in Malay, but I think it's quite formal. Okay, so that's how you change the language here. Okay, I will change to English. Oh, Jawa, we have Jawa. Okay, I can speak Japanese, but I never like paper with Japanese language. Okay, and I will not. Okay, so I just changed to English. I don't know, maybe they have like Terengganu or Kelantan or I don't know, you can just check there. But I ever tried to use NotebookLM to talk in Kelantan. They have an audio podcast. They can clip the podcast and it works. But we will not explore podcast more in this session. Okay, so and another thing, you can change the style here. Okay, let's say when you read the answer, oh, it's too difficult. I don't understand why I cannot understand this. So you can just change the style. You can click here, configure notebook. I hope if you have different interface with me, you find this logo and you click and you can change here. Like define your conversational goal, choose your response line. You can make it longer or shorter. Let's say I want to custom. I don't know whether in free version you can custom. You can custom. Okay, so I will custom it with this prompt. Explain to 5 years old. Okay, I don't know what will happen. So I just refresh. So I already have the conversation here. Okay, by the way, this conversation you cannot save unless you click this save to note. So if you think your conversation here is important, just click save to note and it will be saved in this NotebookLM. I want to delete chat first. I want to test how they explain to 5 years old about AI and Islam here. Okay. Ask what is the research objective? Same. Let's see how this AI answer differently because I just give the prompt previously explained to 5 years old. Okay. It is very interesting, especially if you put the papers that not in line with your expertise. Like let's say for me, I'm doing social science, human science, but I want to put papers in engineering or architecture. So it helped me to understand the concept like this. Imagine a group with very smart people looking at computers. Oh, see, robot and phones. They always put AI as in robots. Making a rule book. Oh, okay. Asking if robot can be teachers. Checking the chatting robots. Okay. See, the language changes because I put the prompt here, explain to 5 years old. So if you want to learn something, let's say because our title now is reading research paper with NotebookLM. If you want to learn with your sources, or maybe you put your textbook here, you want to learn the concept, you change the learning guide, and the answer will trigger your mind to think. They will not give you the answer. They will trigger you or they will give you the path for learning. So yeah, you can explore this. But I really love this. Explain to 5 years old. Okay. Even they give us the prompt. What should we prompt here? Like how can Microsoft AI siya. Makosit siya rin ang get ethical AI development, what that theoretically means. Okay. How do AI, social media impact digital dakwah? Okay. So we give the simple from here. I will delete this. I will not save it. But let's say I want to save this. Save to note. It will move in our studio. Maybe if your interface there are three, 1, 2, 3, so it will be easier for you. Okay. But because I don't know, this interface is new. I just opened here. In my just now I opened in my laptop like before Jumat prayer, it's not like this. But today like this. I don't know. But hopefully we still work together. So yes, you'll save it, it will save your conversation. Let's say I will delete these conversations. Okay, and I still have this. Okay. All right. So it's good for us. Until here, any challenges? So now you have upload your master basic conversations and you can change the language and you can change the learning, the style of the answer. Right? Now let's move. Now, sometimes when we read a research paper, the thing that I always want to ask to the PDF is how they actually conduct this research. So that's why I will ask about the methodology. Like, what is the data collection? What is the analysis? What is the result? Okay. So it's just similar as before, but they can give us, not Galan can give us the better answer for that. Before we move to the next task, I will show you this. Because some of research paper they don't have clear methodology and I cannot cite the method in that paper. Okay, I cannot learn how they use it, how they conduct their research. So let's say we have 5 paper. I want to learn which one. This one. Islamic media algorithm and halal perception in Malaysia, UITM. Okay. I will ask. Oh, it's still 5 years old there. No. I want shorter. I don't want too long. Okay. Wait. I just delete the configuration and I will ask. Show me the methodology, including research design, sampling, sample and population, what other? Data collection and data analysis. This is so quantity maybe. Like we have sample, population, quality is not really into this, but they have also. But let's try this first as the example. Okay, because I want to know how this paper about the Islamic media is now from IIUM, how they conduct the research exactly. Okay, oh, it is SLR. SLR and Prisma, they use step by step, source database, time frame, keywords. So I know how they conduct it. So maybe I can use this method exactly same the process, but in another paper, another context. So let's say the keyword is like this: halal, social media, consumer knowledge. Maybe I can just change the keywords. I change the time. I put justification to my research, and I do another systematic literature review here. See? Okay. Let's say I don't trust this AI. Let's say, are you sure it is 2019 to 2025? Are you hallucinating here? I just click. Oh, it shows here in the paper 2019 to 2025. So let's say we still don't trust. Like I don't trust this. I think you hallucinated. You can just copy paste the DOI and you can open in the Google to check whether it is real or not. Okay. And yeah, you can check it also because sometimes when we use AI, it takes us longer because we spend our time a lot for checking. Okay. So I need to do it. I don't want to do it. Okay, but yes. For these sessions, I trust this. But for my if I do for my research, I will check it of course in the document. So that's it. Okay. Now let's move to the next step. Now is the interesting point. We will create infographics together based on our sources. It is interesting because if you are an educator, lecturer, or you want to share something, you can just combine your PDF and create an infographic. It's very simple, like you can just click, but there is some keywords in the prompt to make it different. Okay. So I will show you how to visualize the finding or to create infographic based on the PDF that we have. Okay, we can go back to our NotebookLM. We go to the studio here, infographic. Okay, so we just don't click the infographic, but we click this one, the pen one here, and we can adjust this. Okay, like which language that you want, English, Espanol, wait, oh, they have Java. Wait. I am curious. I think they have one because I ever tried. Oh, they didn't have. I think in podcast they have in the NotebookLM podcast. Detail or portrait square. This is the orientation. You will make it landscape, portrait, or square. I love portrait. This one, you can make it clear. Okay, like how exactly your infographic will be presented. I know if some people or some company they use NotebookLM to make an infographic because the what do we say the design is there, like I can recognize the design. But if you use this prompt or this guideline, sure you can make it different because I'll show you the link also. Wait, I think this one NotebookLM Pro. Oh no, not this one. Wait, because I just find that there's a sources that it share the art style. No worries, there's no issue. So later I can share. So I'm sorry. Here, the thing that you need to learn here is the art style, okay, and the color. Let's say there's several art style. Maybe if you want to make it sketch like my slides here, I'm using the style of whiteboard animation style. Or maybe you want to make another style, like you want to make when we say um, minimalist style or retro style. That's why today I learned art to make better prompt. Maybe you can just ask ChatGPT like what is the art style? Oh, Copilot. Okay. No, I use ChatGPT. All right. Maybe what type of art style for infographics? This is how I try to find the best art style for me. Oh, isometric is interesting. So ChatGPT lists us the art style. Okay, actually a lot. So how do we know how it looks like? We just copy paste, like maybe isometric. We just copy paste and we put into Google and images. Oh, isometric is like this, or maybe isometric infographic. It will be like this, the style. Or maybe line up. You just copy and paste. This is how do we answer the style or like this. Okay, you can sing your art style. Okay, it's not must be the existing art style that we have online, but you can create your own art style. Maybe make in a paper or make in a Islamic calligraphy. Up to you. Okay, so it's your creativity here. I want to create here in portrait and the color uh, focus on maybe sorry, focus on findings. What other blue color 70% and white color 20%, black 10%, isometric style. Generate. It will take time. It will take time. Okay. So I hope that you already know how to create an infographic here. It's still generating there. Maybe it's like 15 to 30 minutes. So we will not waiting and we will move on. But until this step, any challenges, please raise your hand if you want to ask a question here. On that side, I'll go there to create an infographic because you will be surprised the result later. Just now I put isometric style. Okay, let me Google the style that we can find. Okay. Art style. See, cartoon. We can make it in cartoon. We can make it in animal. We can make it in like this. Okay. I don't know what style is this. So yeah, 29 example of art styles. See, this is type of arts. All of them. You can just explore to ensure that we have different infographic style because it's so bored. If you click this, the art style will be identical. And I know it is from NotebookLM. It's fairly identical if you just click, but if you adjust, it will be different. It works for slide also. Okay, but it has a watermark there. Okay. And all right, here, any challenges or any questions related to the infographic? Here, okay, okay. Okay, anyone that they don't work? Because I think in the 21st year is still in beta, right? Oh, mine is done. Halal in the digital age. Let's see. See? It's good. You can see the writing. It's the paper. So let's say you attend the conference and the conference is in tomorrow morning and oh I forget, I oversleep, I don't get my poster. So you just put here and it's done. As long as you can explain when the when the judge will ask you. Okay? So it's isometric style, isometric style. So let's say you want to write in the paper craft style. It's beautiful. You can use it, paper craft style. See? Even by this, I can understand better how algorithms and belief how in the digital age, vital in cases. See the writing here. There is no typo, right? An ethical internet approach. But they have the watermark. Of course, but you just cut it. It's giving you an ethical. But yeah, I want to see yours. Any challenges here? Maybe? Or maybe that your infographic doesn't work? Or they still working? Still compressing, yeah, it takes time. After that, cool. Okay, let's move to the next step. While later we will go again to here. Mine is fast. I think because the this use the cable right, the internet is good also. Okay. So there's no issue for poster conference. Everyone can create there. And also you can put my name here. Okay. If you don't understand about the paper, you just don't forget to tick which one because just now I just tick I just tick one paper. Okay. I don't tick many paper. I just tick one paper and I want to understand how media influence the belief of halal perception in Malaysia. I create the mind map, okay, and it gives me the mind map here. See, I have checked this many times, and the mind map related with the paper. It's not hallucinating. It's not hallucinating. Okay, I've checked many times, but again, you need to check. See, like digital influence, algorithm logic, decision API, viral narrative, halal perception. It's very interesting. So let's say I want to know like oh category DNA. What is this? We just click and the AI will direct us to the chat and it directly craft the question. Discuss what the sources say about cat berry DNA controversy in the larger context of halal. I don't promise. I just click uh the map here. Okay. And remember, I only take one paper because our title here is reading this paper, right? So if you click many papers, they will give you the mind map based on the sources that you give. Okay, this is the answer. Timeline, originating. See, they have the sources also. Official response. Yakin, penelitian test, the controversy persisted. So we can get a lot of information. The challenge is information overload. That's if we use NotebookLM without the goal. So let's say my goal is to create an infographic. I get my infographic as a bit done. I do the thing. So let's say I want to know, I want to learn about this paper and I want to write a news about this paper. So my goal is writing a news. So stick to our goal because it's so it's so tempting to explore this NotebookLM. Okay, so that this is for um my mapping. A lot of things to explore. Right. Good. Here, is there any questions? Good. Okay. Good, brother.
Questions. Is it possible to edit the infographic that it's been generated?
Infographic.
It's possible to be edited.
Edited. That's the issue. We can edit the infographic. Okay, we can edit. It's just there. It just gives you the PDF. Okay, that's the problem. I'm trying to configure how to settle this one, but the only tools that can help me in editing is Canva Pro. In Canva Pro, we download this one, we download the infographic, and we upload it to Canva Pro, and there is Canva Magic or Canva AI, they can edit, but not good. The result is worse. That's why it is as it is. Okay. Even you can slide from here, okay, it is as it is. You can edit it. Oh yeah, sure. Interesting point. Okay. So like we want to add the mind map with our idea. Let's say in mind map there are 3 points. We want to add one more, 2 more, right? Directly in notebook LM, not possible, like you add. But my suggestion is you can use this. Okay, you can add your idea as the source. Like this. Let's say when we explore the business paper, suddenly, oh, I have this idea. So you don't want your idea is gone. You want to catch your idea. Click sources and copy text. You can write here your idea. Let's say maybe you can put the context here. Maybe what you have in your mind, because this one we talk about the halal processions, right? Like this, maybe my knowledge about halal. Okay. Like halal is not only for the food. Maybe I just use simple language like 5 years old language. But for cosmetics and we just write anything here, right? But just for cosmetic and also anything here. Okay, so let's say you don't want to lose your idea, you just put here. And when you put your ideas here, you click insert. And directly it will be your sources. When your idea becomes the sources, you can have a conversation with your idea to dive deeper your idea. Or you can create a poster also, the infographic, like just now what I show you, based on your idea. But if your idea is, whoa, the pricing is good, purity beyond the plate, halal standard in cosmetic. I just type halal is not only food, but for cosmetic. But the AI they craft the wording into like this. Interesting. Okay, so that's what we should do if we don't want to lose our ideas here, right? So until this step, is there any questions again? All clear, all good. Okay, thanks. Let's move. Next step. Okay, just now we talk about an infographic. Actually, I found at the time in Reddit, if I'm not mistaken, there's a one person, they write, I don't know he or she, because in Reddit, all of them are anonymous, right? Write the compile all of the art style. So we just copy paste the prompt into NotebookLM and the art become so beautiful there. But I forget where I located. So later if I find I can share. Okay. So next. Just now when we look for the infographic, right? Infographic, when we prompt focus on the finding. Let's say we want to create an infographic and we write focus on the findings, right? And then we write the style, maybe bubble art style or black and white style or monochrome style. So the infographic letter will only focus on the finding on the data with types of the art style. Okay. And then let's say you want to identify the theory in the PDF, because sometimes when we get a business paper, where's the theory I cannot find. Like my professor said, there's a theory here, but I cannot find here. But it's very, very subtle. It's very, very seamless. They don't write directly like the theory is this. Like it's very seamless. So NotebookLM can help you also to understand what's the underpinning theory here. Okay, now this is I don't fit with NotebookLM. It's another AI. I cannot with AI, but it's not NotebookLM because it's not like LM. There is a what do we say? Watermark. There's no watermark. This I create with Manus, but Manus is expensive because I get the premium from the community in Indonesia. They give me the access. It's very interesting. I put my prompt and suddenly become like this. First, audio overview first. NotebookLM can create the podcast. So it's like two-person, they discuss for the PDF, and the good thing, if you use your phone, we can interact. So let's say two-person, they discuss, oh, this paper about ABC, and you click, oh, I disagree with that. I think you misinterpret this. They can interact with you with the knowledge of the PDF. We can try, but it takes time. Later, if we have another time, right? Because currently it's still not working in the PC. It's only the phone and selected phone, not our phone, not all of our phone. I'm not sure which phone, but it works in my phone and in my friend's phone. Okay, audio. We listen before you read, like the journal that's very dry. It becomes a conversation that's very very interesting. And then after that, we create a jargon buster. So we ask the NotebookLM to list the glossary of the jargon. Let's say in our study, we have specific jargon, like in communication, we have like simple jargon like media framing, like echo chamber, like that kind of jargon that maybe if we are not learning communication, we don't know that jargon, maybe. But it is more challenging if we use the jargon from the engineering, like NLP, neural language processing, or maybe vision processing. Like they have specific jargon that's which only their community understand. So with using a VLN, you can ask them to list the jargon or specialized vocabulary to to translate into a simple language so you can understand better. And then just now what I said, they explain like M5, LELI5 technique. Simplify the language, okay? Let's say you still don't understand the methodology because sometimes when the paper they got a huge grant, the grant is a lot, like million or even billion. The method is very complicated and we don't understand when we read. They mix and match the method that's very, very rigorous. So we just want to understand in simple way. We can just use this. Someone has the methodology, blah 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 blah, explain as if I were high school student. Okay? Basically this is the problem. This is the problem basically. Because at during I prompted to the AI, I put the prompt and I put the main point, I put the style, it become like this. Using Manus, MANUS. Okay? Or maybe deconstruct the argument. Like we try to understand the logic. And if you want to learn, really, really learning, I suggest you to use a Socratic method, active recall. Like as my student professor, who is me, they can create a quiz for you. And you answer whether you're right or not, and in which extent your answer is correct or not, they can give you. Already cross references. This is interesting because sometimes the paper that we list, because it's now I only list like 5 or 7 papers. So imagine like you have 300 papers you list there, and you can find which paper that contradicted, and which paper that it is connected, or which paper that it is supported each other, and why. So it's very, very helpful for us to do literature review. And the thing is, after we find it, what should we do, right? We highlight and then we need to write in our paper there. So this is the simple way to learn to basically reading research paper using notebook LM. Now, critical analysis. I think some of us, when we were in our undergrad or master or PhD, we have the assignment to make a critical review or critical analysis. Notebook LM can be good for initial stage for this, okay? I think I will move there for a while to be fair, because like 70% I'm here. Okay? I think I will start to talk in here to be fair. Okay, now we're going to resist. We want to try to find the paper that the PDF that we have uploaded. Okay, so this is the problem actually. Okay, but you can adjust your problem. You can try with all of the PDF that you have, right? With all of the PDF you have uploaded there, you can write it. Please identify this one, unsupervised claims, methodological weakness, logical fallacies or unstated assumption, or maybe you can put other like maybe claim without evidence. Sometimes in paper we see many claim, but we don't see evidence. Or maybe hanging evidence. There's evidence 1, 2, 3, 4, but so what? Like we don't know. But a lot of paper do it. So AI, NotebookLM especially, can help this. Okay? We still have time. Okay, we still have time. Okay, I will show you. I can use the computer. We'll go back to my computer there. Okay, I will criticize the paper that I uploaded.
There is question.
Oh, okay, sure. Oh, when we create notebook, does this take up our Google storage space? And let's say after that we delete the notebook, do we get back our storage space? Yes, the answer. When you create an infographic or when you create a conversation with NotebookLM, it takes your space. Because it's a business, right? It's the Google business. So yes. But if let's say it's just conversation, it's just a text, I think it doesn't take a lot of space, like less than 1 megabyte. It's very, very little space. Unless if you get the slides. Okay, I will try in a simple prompt. I'm trying to criticize the paper that I have uploaded here. Sure. I want to delete. This one I choose for yeah. I don't want to make it long. I want to criticize the paper. Which one? This one to be consistent. I want to delete this. Okay. Evaluate based on claim without evidence, or hanging evidence without conclusion or claim. What others? Fallacy or abstract ideas not explained. Okay, the prompt is coming from our mind. This is just at a glance that I have that come up in my mind how to criticize a paper. Okay, so let's see how this paper can criticize the idea. Okay, we try to criticize this on the claim without evidence, hanging evidence. Maybe you can just start evaluate this paper, but I believe the answer is if you don't make it detail, it's sometimes just a way like it's not what you expected. See, claim without evidence, deceptive AI system. Okay. Oh, when frequently they say deceptive AI systems. However, the body context focus on social media algorithm and viral trends. Okay, so we find the weakness of this paper. And next, hanging evidence, historical policy list. Okay, see, it hangs without clear connections, this one. So we can just connect the point and we can write our paper. Not paper, like review paper, policy. But again, we need to check again with this, right? Because you don't want you have criticized, but no, I like it actually. Like you inaccurate in criticizing my paper. So you don't want to be like that. We need to check it again. Like this algorithmic logic, but they don't explain more about this. Okay. So yes, that's what we have to criticize. And let's move to the next step. Analyzing theoretical framework is to find the theory also because it's same like we put the prompt and the AI will answer based on our PDF. See, this is my own prompt to create the theory, not create the theory, to find the theory that based on our PDF there, okay? And because I love when I do quantitative, I love to find the operational variable because I can imagine clearly how this variable works. Because sometimes I write in quality and in quantity, okay? And I prefer to make AI to assess whether it's shallow, moderate, or deep for theory and operationalizations. Right. Next task, okay? We want to create a data table. We create a table with NotebookLM. What for? It depends what we want. Sometimes we need a table to compare the paper. But when we try to compare the paper, which element that we want to compare? Maybe the method, maybe the problem statement, maybe the findings, maybe the citations, who they cite, we can do it. Okay. So next, let's do this. Okay. We want to summary. We want to look at the summarize. We want to summarize paper or PDF that we have uploaded into NotebookLM based on the author, research question, theory, method, key findings. So with all of the following ones with the table because it's concise and it's very helpful, especially if you want to do the systematic SLR or if you want to do a systematic review using this prompt. It's very simple prompt. Okay. So let me show you. Go to studio, but again, don't forget to tick all of the paper that you have. Or this all the paper is not idea. Just take all of the paper. It's only 5. Actually, if you have 30 or 40, it's good. And then you move to the studio and data table. Just don't click. We click this one to edit the okay. Which language that you want, you just choose it, okay. And which one that you want to focus, okay. See the NotebookLM also already give you the points that we show right there, okay, like title, author, or extract the most important quotes. Vacation, no, it's not vacation. It is vacation destination in Italy. Okay, so yeah, they give you an idea. So let's say I want to extract the information about based on my slides just now. Classify person based on author, date, author, problem statement. What other? Research objective, methods. I want in detail. Method is design, sampling, data collection, data analysis, findings, limitations, recommendations, theory. Okay, so let's see how NotebookLM can classify the information based on the prompt. Okay, so you can start to use it. Okay, please feel free to try to explore. I will show my. It's good. Author, problem statement. This is objective, method, qualitative, finding, or they give the number also. Limitation, not in source. Good. It's honest. Feature research, theory. See? Oh, it's nice. qualitative, most of them quality. See, they classify well, good classification. And if you don't trust, you just click the number here to direct you into the real sources. And you can export to the spreadsheets. When you click this, okay, see what happens. See, it directly give you the spreadsheet. So you don't need to move it one by one. It directly there. And you can just download it to export. Done. Imagine that you have 300 sources. It's if you pay for $20 per month. 50 sources. Okay, you have 50 lists and you can map your paper here simply, right? Problem statement. Research method, finding limitation, recommendation theory. And they list the sources. Let's say I don't trust the sources. I think AI hallucinate the sources. I think they fabricate the sources. I just copy paste the sources and I copy and I paste into Google to check whether the sources is there or not. Oh, they have. Digital dakwah transformation. Okay. So if you don't find it in the paper, so it means it can be hallucinate or it can be the browser cannot find it. That is like that. Usually that's the simplest way to check whether it is the paper is exists or not. Or maybe you can go back to your notebook LM and to check again your sources. It's real or not. This one. Oh, it's real, right? Okay. It's correct, yes. Yeah. So that's how you use it actually. But the deliverable for this task is only this one. Okay. You can see the prompt also here. Short prompt. This is my prompt. Okay. So if you time to do this, maybe you want to classify up to you. You want to classify based on my prompt there, or do you want to classify based on the positive and negative, or just explore. Okay. So this is to ensure that because I want to know whether the classification that this notebook LM does is aligned with your. Okay, so we know what it is. Any question so far, or any challenges that you find in navigating this all? Right? Any questions or from that side? Yeah. We can put the prompt that we want and the result we can download the PDF or PNG. I cannot say for it.
For the style.
I know, up to us. It's not only style. Maybe you want to focus on certain things, only findings, or only with information, or maybe in points. Maybe I want the infographic only in points, not in say things, or maximum 100 words. Anything. Okay, it's good. Any other question? That's interesting question just now about infographic, because after this we will back again to the infographic to see the result. There is a custom column. It's not only for the style, but it can be the how many bullet points that you want to create, what the focus that we want, the tone. You want the tone is friendly, academic, or what? The color, up to you. It's basically it's our imagination. Anything we can try that because my explanation is limited by my imagination. Okay, usually I extend my imagination using that. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We can put on from there. All right. So all clear? Let's move. Okay, I hope that you have created this because it's our class. And again, about the classification of the paper, maybe if you want to classify in different things like different field, orientation, stance, method, or context to ensure that you got what you want to classify the paper, and the result will be in the table, which you can directly convert into spreadsheet. Like this one, it's same classification, maybe disciplinary field, orientation, epistemological stance. Now, please check your infographic results. Okay, I hope that you already checked. And anyone that the picture is not there, maybe error in rendering the file. I want to see your infographic. Right. Okay. Okay. You already opened the infographic? How is it? I want to see what they are from here. Oh, it's nice. What's what's the what's the art style that you put there? What's the art style? Or you just write there? Because if you don't write the art style, it will be common identical AI result infographic. But if you put art style, it will be interesting. Anyone that put art style there? Or what? Anyone want to share? Like, yeah. Cartoon, huh? Oh, interesting. From which one the story of Peterson. Oh, this is interesting. Cartoon. Maybe if you have to put cartoon, there's a lot of stuff of cartoon. Maybe anime or maybe Disney or maybe Pixar. You can explore there also. The result will be different. Okay. So I think I will watch more movie now to understand this to make my infographic better. Okay, because it works, and also it can create comic strips if you want. In infographic, you can create comic strips based on the animal, maybe the art style of Naruto, the art style of One Piece. AI can imitate it, unfortunately. Okay, so understanding that it will help us, especially if we work on the art. But for the information, like many of my friends that work in the art, especially they do the animations. And the first time they protest, they don't like the AI mimicking this, especially during the Ghibli moment, the Ghibli phenomena at that time. But at the end of the day, they collaborate. Not my friend, but the company. Like from, let's say Bandai, if you know Bandai, Namco, the one that produced that kind of movie games, they collaborate with the DeepSeek one, the owner of the DeepSeek to create the AI that mimicking the art style. We are moving to that era right now. So the artists, unfortunately, they need to adopt with this because behind the protest, behind the polemic, behind the tension, they collaborate behind the wall. So we don't know, like, yeah, they try to collaborate. So I hope that you okay with your infographic because when we learn about creating infographic, creating slides with AI, is 2 hours is not enough. Maybe special session for creating like this because we need to understand the what we say the art style and also the frame. How do we put the frame properly? How do we put the picture there? And so far and so forth. Okay. Like this slide, actually I combine my idea and also the AI. I use Manus to create this all of these slides. Okay, it's very clear, right? It's very clear, like the font, I also choose the font and also the margin. I set the margin also. So everything should be detailed. Okay. And next, forecast. Number one, we've done with the extracting the ideas, uploading the documents. Number two, we've done with the infographic. Number three, we've done with the data table. Last things, we create a study guide. What does it mean? Okay, study guide here is like a report, but not like a report, is the explanation of AI about the PDF that we upload. It's not only study guide, it can be many things. It can be blog, it can be quiz, it can be story. My goal here is for us to explore what interesting feature in NotebookLM, which is reports. This one, okay? Again, we take which source that we want. Okay. Let's say we want I want to be consistent with this one UITM one. Reports. This is interesting because we can adjust the report based on what we want. Like we want to create brief document, study guide, blog post, everything here. Even the AI, the NotebookLM will suggest the format based on the document that we have. Because the document that I upload just now is a research paper, all right? It's a research paper which focus on the policy, focus on the white paper. So the NotebookLM here inform us this suggestion below here. Policy proposal, white paper, explanatory, and so on and so forth. Let's say, because our title here is reading research paper, because I want to learn what is paper. I will click for study guide. But again, I will not click this directly, I will focus on the editing part. So directly they give me the prompt here. Okay. You click, they give you the prompt. Or maybe if you want to click your own prompt, you can click your own here. You can write your own prompt and use your language. Let's say, I want to learn here. I don't understand English, let's say. I will use Malay. Melayu, okay? You are highly collaboration and tutor. Create detailed study guide to design to if you understand the source, okay? Create a quiz with 10 short answer questions. So parent answer key, 5 is a format, but don't supply answer. With glossary of key, okay, generate. Like I want to, let's say, I'm a lecturer, I have a textbook and journal that my students short read. And I give to my student. And if the students know how to use NotebookLM, they will use this to have to scan and to skim the result or the content of the document or the manuscript that I share to them. Okay. So we can generate another report here. Done in Malay. Panduan kajian algoritma desa mesti hal in Malaysia. Okay. Oh, they address the question precisely. Bagaimanakah kesimpulan? Oh, how DNA can breed so fast and forth. They can get the quiz here. They can get the answer of the quiz. They get an easy question. It's very helpful for teacher actually. Okay, they give a glossary of like, for example, our student they don't understand what is algorithm. They explain here. What is dakwah? What is fiktul akal? What is fiktul deal? So it's here. But we need to read again, of course, whether it's correct or not. MCMC. Okay. The glossary of all of them here. Let's say you want to copy, just copy and paste in our Microsoft Word. Let's say I will create another report. I want to create a policy proposal. Let's say with this paper, I'm thinking about, okay, there is a research grant, but the output deliverable should be a policy proposal. Maybe should be a policy maybe. So I want to create a policy. I will check the prompt. Okay, it's generated. So it can create a proposal for us, the policy proposal based on the PDF that we tick before. Therefore, the PDF that we upload should be verified, should be checked, and we are confident with that PDF. Okay. It's not only PDF, it's like YouTube also you can upload their YouTube video. And yeah, you may feel free to explore also this feature. Because with these all features, the thing is again to focus what is our goal here. Yeah, I'm here to explore because exploring is the first part of learning. Yeah. After exploring, we try to experiment. After experiment, we try to evaluate. And after evaluate, we try to build a workflow. So this is basically just a basic part of understanding the AI tools. Because there's another part experiment, another part is evaluate, another part is workflow. And after workflow, there's augmentations. So yeah, okay. In creating the reports, is there any questions? Okay, yeah. So, yeah,
From the, you can also get the report.
yes, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll show you after this. From that side, any questions? Brothers, sisters, doctors? No, all right, okay, good. Okay, now we see, let's see the policy here. The Argentine, oh, okay, it's quite catchy. Digital governance and halal ecosystem. Case studies, misinformation. Okay, highlight the problem. I like it. Good, they make a table. A lot of the consumption. Okay, it's interesting. The prompt is given there. Okay, that's great. For NotebookLM. Oh yeah, just now, I promise that I will show how to input another sources other than PDF. This one, let's say add sources. We can take from website here. You can just paste the link here. Okay, let's say, okay, it's from YouTube also. Let's say I open the YouTube. Maybe. This one. Oh, what does that mean? Oh yeah, this is my account. Okay, so let's say I want to Malaysia in English, yeah. Wait. Okay. Okay, maybe this one. I copy the link. So I need to open it first. Okay. And then I paste here link. it becomes the sources here. So we can create infographic here because it become our sources. Sorry. Okay, so that's it. How to copy paste the YouTube file here, right? So we explore a lot here, and we also have the audio. This is interesting. This is the thing that I want to share just now, but we don't have a lot of time. You can explore on your own here. Because I'm using PC, I cannot make an intervention in the podcast. So I just only listen. But if you make it your phone, you can make an intervention there. Okay. And also video overview. This is also interesting. You can imagine like your PDF. It can convert into slides, like 10 slides, and each of slide it can explain the content. That's how it works. But it takes time, like 30 minutes.
With the audio.
Yeah, with audio. With audio. And you can choose the style here. Even they provide you the style, even you can prompt here, but AI have you prompt, like but with put kawaii. The cute one, okay, I will use the cute one. But it takes time, it's like 15 minutes or so this is the video overview. It's please flashcard. This is interesting. And yeah, I think that's what we can explore today. Wait, I think I have some slides. Oh, I showed you something here. I have 50 plus of LM prom and my site journal finder. This is interesting. You can explore the drum here. See, I compiled several drum, so you don't need to confuse or down or yeah, explore more. But of course, you can adjust this drum. Let's say you want to find a business purpose, conceptual, or theoretical area, and so on and so forth. Okay. I share this slide, all of the slide here. That's it is. I believe if you're an educator or lecturer, I suggest you to post the content because we are practical because our formal education of people that not in expert with that or they just upload things that sometimes is not um is unfavorable or is misleading. So here I'm trying to create a blog. How do we convert our journal article into Instagram content, into LinkedIn content, so people like public they can understand with our words here. Okay, it's simple blog, but I will give you the magic that I create using NotebookLM. This one, my site journal finder. Okay, in this NotebookLM, I combine the information about my site, the index article, Malaysian index article. So we just copy paste our title and we can find the proper publication that we can go and we can submit. I'll show you the example. Let's say, anyone want to share the research title? I can help you with this. Anyone that have title? With me? Your friend that you share, your friend maybe will copy or will imitate it. Okay, you know what? So that's right. Anyone want to share your research paper? And I will find you the publication, the journal article that you can attract, that indexed by my site or my journal. Yeah. Islamic parenting. Okay. Thank you. Islamic parenting. Let's type. Just type Islamic parenting. This is 2024 actually. I haven't updated yet, but some of them still indexed by myself. So this AI can identify the journal article that they released. See, Afkar, Al-Abakari, Ashajar, and they can classify which because Islamic parenting is Islam and parenting and tarbiyah also. So they classify based on the discipline. Like you want to focus on the Islamic studies or education or family psychology, a lot. Where the document doesn't define the Islamic parenting, but it's related. So let's say you want to you find one journal like I think the Afghan, it's interesting journal. You just copy and you paste in the Google. Oh, it's UM. Right. See, you can just start it here. Okay, and like I said, it is index. Oh, it's focus. Okay, that's nice. It is ASCII also. And yeah, it's my site. See, index. Good database, right? I will show you for free for this one. The AI, this one. You just click here. It is in the slides. Okay. And yes, this is my LinkedIn on my Instagram. Let's say I believe that you have many questions now and we don't have a lot of time, but usually I share about AI, education, business in my Instagram and LinkedIn. But most of the time I share in my threads in because this slide I didn't to take picture, right? So that's my account. And yes, any question based on what we have covered today? Okay. Thank you very much. For the team of transfer, I'm trying to help several lecturers. It works. Some of them, but English. Malay and Indonesian and Arabic, I ever tried. They miss some pronunciations. But it's still helpful because we don't need to translate one by one. Okay? So it's good for initial stage. Yeah, I hope it answers. And we can explore. Maybe in another session we can focus talking about transcribing and qualitative data analysis with this tool. So yeah, happy to help. Any other questions? Later the committee will share the slides. Okay? Yeah. The committee will share the slides and you just click the link there so you can explore. Any other questions? From the slides, I'll go there. So you want to forgotten. Any questions here? Where are you? Interesting questions. Because some of our NotebookLM generate long text time. So when we exit, even we shut down our computer, it's still working. Or maybe you can just refresh. When refresh, so it works. Okay? Alright. So yeah. Yeah. Okay. How many PDF we can upload? We can upload like 50 maximum for the free one. For the pro one is 300. 300 PDF for the pro one. Alright. Okay. Last questions? Any last questions? Now? Okay, so alhamdulillah today we create 4 things and it works. We extract the paper, we get our PDF, we create our infographic, we create our data, and we create our study guide or report. So hopefully it can help you. If you have any questions, just feel free to ask me. It's okay, I'm open. I think every day I come to learn daily also, doing efficiency. And yeah, thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Mr. Hacker. Thank you, Mr. Hacker, for I think very informative for how to use NotebookLM. So I hope we get a lot of video. So for weekend, I would like to define one define the terrain to give a token of appreciation and respect.
Yeah. Thank you. Oh, sorry. Saan? Plus wala dia.
Yeah.
Ni. Okay.
Yeah. Right.
Thank you.
So with that, we end our session today with the speaker forum and so on else. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And also don't forget to fill the I-10 also evaluation form. Thank you. Ini yang empat ini.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Check us out. Okay, thank you. Ini Striker, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Anything lagi? Boleh lagi.
Thank you. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think on the tree of us.
Maybe impressive.
Thank you very much. Oh, yeah, the public was right there. Mashallah, brother. Thank you for coming. Mashallah. Oh, is it? Okay, fast.